mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Whoa. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. Chargers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there as the confidence elevates.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
James Conner.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Mayfield. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 21.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to Conner here on first. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier taken down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they will follow to get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 4. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
On second down now, it's Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. First down, Mayfield. He's going to let one fly. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first down. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 36, Mayfield. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
6 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
We said it before the game, but I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 20.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up first down and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it'll be Counter. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
On the carry.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 7. Steelers.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers.
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf. 37 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Butker is set to
now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And Tate's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mayfield to throw it. Screen pass to Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Pittsburgh.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the 40.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
No gain on the.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Washington.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A throw over the middle, taken in. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to Washington. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jerry Tillery breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Left side. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
For the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Steelers 6.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
4-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. Let's go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield on play action. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, that is a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Complete to James Conner.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
And the Chargers 45
from the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Conner. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
on the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Mayfield.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Conner. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
24. Steelers 9.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for Metcalf on the... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Uchenna picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
At their own 20.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here
NFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Another carry for the running
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're going to get one of the Charger linemen. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a gain of 8.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
The 4-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
They're set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it, and that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, Mayfield again. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And the Steelers on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield now. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Derwin James with a pick. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Harrison Butker is set to kick
So
off.
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. To throw, Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He'll give that one complete to Connor.
Mayfield.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Ebron with it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. The 28. 22 yards on the pickup there. the interception, Mayfield. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. That catch good for only a couple.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The pass.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. DK Metcalf, 85 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. And it will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say...